Let's get a little weird, cool, and dare I say, magical. Hello, Moodlings. My name is Dr. Nicole Lunan, a 10-year energy healer and emotional intelligence specialist, as well as the CEO and co-founder of MoodMe, a new app that allows you to share over 400 plus moods, emotions, and desires with your lover, thus making communication simple, fun, and super easy. The trademark of an empath is feeling and absorbing others' emotions or physical symptoms because of their high sensitivity. But did you know that empaths are wired to have far more superpowers? Empaths can possess many different traits that allow them to be good at picking up information in particular ways. Today, we're going to be going over 11 superpowers or gifts that empaths have alongside of their natural ability to feel other people's emotions. This fun video is a part of our Empath Masterclass series, so if you haven't checked out our other videos, please do. And if you like our videos, show us some love and subscribe, share, and like. So let's take a look at the different traits and superpowers that empaths can have, starting with number 1. Are you an earth empath? Earth empath, earth empath, earth empath. If you say it 3 times, it's like super hard. Earth empaths are attuned to the natural world and all of the Earth's natural changes. Earth empaths get deeply recharged by being out in nature because the Earth is your therapy. A beautiful sunset or a waterfall is deeply fulfilling for an Earth empath. Swimming in the ocean or being next to a large body of water deeply calms you. That being said, you're also sensitive to the damage of the earth. So things like pollution, littering, and destruction of natural places like forests truly upset you. You care about the earth because you can feel her as if you feel another person. You have a green thumb, you know what plants want and desire because you can communicate with them. You can also pick up energy from the land and have inclinations of when natural disasters are about to hit. For example, you can tell when an earthquake is about to hit. Your mood may change drastically with the weather. Thunderstorms could bring you a mixture of dread and excitement. Or maybe you feel slow or morose or deeply reflective when it's raining. If you have this superpower, one way you can recharge yourself is to go out into nature and be out with the mother and soak up all the powerful goodness. Go barefoot in the sand or sink your hands into the dirt. Number 2, are you an animal empath? An animal empath is someone who can really relate to animals. Just as a traditional empath is with humans, an animal empath can take energy or give energy to an animal. You'll know you're an animal empath when animals naturally gravitate towards you. For example, you're walking down the street and a lost pup comes up to you and says, "I need help finding my home." Or maybe your friend's cat jumps up on your lap and takes a nice relaxing nap. One of the wildest stories I've heard is a wild donkey following an animal empath on a hike. They're extremely comfortable around you, and animals let their guard down around you. Animals are so smart and emotionally in tune. There's a reason why we trust people more who like animals, because animals know a high vibrational person when they see one. Animal empaths talk to animals like they're human beings, like have full-on conversations. Obviously, the animal doesn't speak back to them in the same way that they would communicate to a human, but they communicate telepathically and through their emotions. So what makes the connection between an animal and empath so strong? It is because animal empaths are truly in tune with all creatures, including animals and humans. They're able to read the moods of animals and understand their needs at any given moment. In fact, a true animal empath can even influence the behavior of some animals. Number 3, are you a physical empath? A physical empath can pick up on another person's physical pain. You can pinpoint where their pain is coming from, and you might be able to visualize another person's pain in the form of markers, like a dark cloud or a blockage. You may be able to feel another person's pain in your actual body. For example, you may sit next to a friend and pick up on the fact that she has a terrible headache, and even more, that the headache is caused from her inability to see correctly. You may unconsciously body scan people and see or feel when there is a buildup in a particular part of the body. You may often receive sympathy pain from another person. For example, your partner could have a toothache, and the next day you wake up with the same feeling of a toothache in the same spot as your partner. Physical empaths make great doctors, nurses, and healers because of their natural ability to get to the root of the physical pain and problem. When a physical empath stands in their power, they have the ability to touch many people's lives. Physical empaths need to make sure to focus on daily self-care routines like sleep, exercise, meditation. That's going to help clear out the energy of others. Number 4, are you an emotional empath? Emotional empaths pick up on other people's emotions, and most empaths have this superpower as their base or foundation of their empath abilities. Emotional empaths can read or feel the emotions of others easily without others having to explain what they're going through or how they feel. You are sensitive to the shift of emotions in large crowds or rooms. Those who harness this power can dive deep, and I mean really deep, into the emotional world of others, not only being aware of the top layer of emotions, but the deeper ones that others may not be consciously aware of themselves. Number 5, are you a highly intuitive empath? If you are an intuitive empath or a claircognizant empath, you can download information about another person's life with little to no prior information. This person doesn't even have to be in the room with you. You have an antenna that can pick up information from anyone you attune to. You combine the feeling of empathy or the feeling to understand the emotions of others with instinct and perception, otherwise known as intuition. You may get gut feelings or hunches about yours or other people's lives or situations. You magically know things about people. You have the ability to play with time, jump into the past, the present, or the future. You can play out situations and strategize the most ideal outcome and feel strong urges to avoid situations, people, or take another direction completely. You have a good relationship with your guiding voice and you listen to it, but you can also hear other people's guiding voices and you relay the messages to the person that you're speaking with. You may even receive visions or dreams about situations that are going to occur. Many believe that empathy and intuition are the same thing, but they are different. Intuition is more than just being sensitive to another person's emotions. It's possessing insight to another person's life or situation as you get download of information without any solid evidence or rationale behind it. When empathy and intuition meet together, a unique superpower is born, and those who hold this superpower have a very special gift. Number 6, are you a dream empath? If you are a dream empath, you can pick up information about others through your dreams. You're able to remember your dreams and identify the symbolism about what is to come, or your dreams are a replica of what's actually going to happen. You probably get deja vu a lot because you've already dreamt about things that are going to happen, and you get a strange sense of familiarity when it's actually happening. If you are a dream path, you can harness your superpower by keeping a dream diary and keeping track about what dreams you experience and what they mean to you. Number 7, are you a psychometric empath? If you're a psychometric empath, you can receive energy from objects like photographs, furniture, or a necklace. Psychometric empaths are highly sensitive to inanimate objects. You can gather information about who owned this object, what energy was around this object. For example, if you bought a wedding ring from a thrift store, you might be very sensitive to the person who wore it before you. Your moods and emotions may even be swayed by the ring, as the prior owner's energy mixes with yours. Psychometric empaths must be careful about wearing old objects that are worn by many. If you sense that the object has a dark past, get away from it before the energy starts to seep out. Remember to cleanse and clear any objects that you buy from a thrift store or that isn't brand new. Also, watch out for living in older buildings because buildings have a ton of history and you might be extremely sensitive to that. Number 8, are you a telepathic empath? If you're a telepathic empath, you can quite literally hear other people's thoughts as well as feel their emotions. You may answer questions that other people are asking in their minds out loud. You know what other people are ruminating about without any solid evidence, and your timing is impeccable. The person doesn't even need to be in the room with you. You can hear people's thoughts from a mile away. You can quite literally see into the minds of others. Telepathic empaths can also see and hear other people's thoughts through colors, visions, images, whatever the telepathic empath favors. There's not much privacy with a telepathic empath because they can read your mind and your emotions. Therefore, they're drawn to people who are genuine and honest, and that makes things a lot less complicated. You don't want to lie to a telepathic empath because they're a natural lie detector and they're definitely going to know. Are you a precognitive empath? If you are a precognitive empath, you have the ability to predict or see the future. You know who's going to call you before you see the phone rings. You know not to go to a party because something bad is going to happen. You know which numbers to play at the casino. You get visions about other people's futures too. You get suddenly anxious when you feel like something bad is going to happen. This gift is challenging because you may know when something unpleasant is coming, but it's hard or impossible to change the outcome. You may also find yourself worrying and warning other people about bad things are going to happen. And then it actually happens and it surprises you because you had this deep hunch that things were going to play out that way, and they actually did. Number 10, are you a medium or psychic empath? If you have the ability to medium as an empath, you have the ability to pick up information from those who have passed away, ghosts or spirits. You may see or get the sense that another spirit is hovering around you or other people. Or maybe a doorway appears and you see the outline of a spirit standing there wanting to talk to you. Or you get a tap on the shoulder and you immediately feel that a spirit is standing behind you. This spirit will speak to you telepathically and give you messages. Maybe the spirit wants to find healing so it can move on, finish its business, or maybe it wants you to relay a message to a loved one. Many people are skeptical of this ability as an empath, and that's okay. But there are empath mediums out there that can describe your loved one to a T without any prior knowledge or information. And they can tell you things that only your loved one would know, down to the very song, phrase, or things that they've only said to you. So how would you explain that? A stranger knowing something so intimately about the connection between you and your loved one who has passed away? I know I can't. And lastly, number 11, are you a spiritual empath? A spiritual empath is someone who is sensitive to the world of spirits and energy. You can feel living beings that do not have a physical body here on this earth. Not just people who've passed away, but angels, demons, and spirit guides, and other non-physical living beings. Spiritual empaths are talented at channeling or downloading information that is believed to be from another being that's not earthbound. Spiritual empaths are also in tune with the energy system of others, or the chakra system. They can feel when the chakra is blocked or when they may have a negative or dark energy in their energy field. They can warn off dark energy or demons or cut off negative attachments. They may also have the gift to remove energetic blockages. They are able to sense things about other people's past lives or lives that they lived prior to this one. Spiritual empaths are talented at astral projection and can leave their body and travel to other dimensions. They gather information there and bring it back to this earthly bound body. They also understand the power of ritual, thought, and intention. Whew, that was a lot. We went through 11 different empath superpowers. Really fun and exciting stuff. Which superpowers do you have? Leave a comment in the section below and let's discuss. This video is among of many in the Empath Masterclass series, so keep an eye out for upcoming videos. Subscribe, share, and like, and see you later, moodlings.